Welcome to a video course where we're going to be discussing how to deploy your custom FileMaker application to your coworkers or team members. The FileMaker platform is very powerful, and as you build a custom application, you're going to want to share it with other people within your organization. This video course specifically addresses those issues and the various choices you have in deploying your custom solution. Hi, I'm Richard Carlton. I've been in the FileMaker business for more than 30 years. In fact, I've been doing training videos for more than 8 years. The FileMaker platform is really great for individual users, but the real power of the platform comes from sharing it with your team. Now, FileMaker is really designed to share with groups as small as 5 all the way up to several hundred at one time, which handles a vast majority of organizations. Even if you go to some of the largest corporations in the world, like Apple, for example, well, Apple uses FileMaker, and Apple has tens of thousands of employees. However, those employees don't all access the same custom app all day. There are different divisions, different departments, different work groups that access their own custom FileMaker application. So really having a custom app or database system that supports several hundred users, really up to 400 or 500 at a time, is more power than what most organizations really need. Now, in order to share a FileMaker custom application, there's really 2 different routes you can take. You can install FileMaker Server on-premise, which means on your Mac or Windows server, and potentially in the future a Linux server. But that's really an installation process that you or your tech team or maybe your FileMaker consultant will do for you. There's also FileMaker Cloud. Now, really in market at the time of this recording, there are 2 FileMaker Cloud products. There's really what we call Cloud 1, and then there's Cloud 2. Cloud 1 is the previous product, which worked just fine, but it took a lot of effort and technical expertise to set up. Now, really, Claris replaced Cloud 1 with a much more simplified Cloud 2 product. Cloud 2 is easy for the average user to set up and install and get running, so it's vastly superior. So understand in terms of communicating with training videos or written documentation, when you hear people talk about FileMaker Cloud, in the back of your mind, you need to be thinking about whether it's really the Cloud 1 that they're talking about or Cloud 2. Now, officially, Claris calls Cloud 1 FileMaker Cloud for AWS. And the Cloud version 2 product, well, Claris just calls that FileMaker Cloud. Now, for training purposes, this really stinks because it's really hard for me to specify training for which version of cloud. Because when you say FileMaker Cloud for AWS, well, really, both of them run in AWS. It's marketing and sales terminology, which is really great for the brand new user who's being exposed to it for the first time. However, if you've been using FileMaker for any period of time, then this generic labeling may lead to confusion when you're watching training videos or reading training technical documentation. So initially, if you are using FileMaker Pro on your Mac or Windows computer, you're going to set up a solution, maybe download a free solution like FM Starting Point or some other CRM, and you're going to test it out and look at it, start working with it, potentially customizing it to your needs, and then you're going to want to share it with your team. Now, the way that most people buy FileMaker is they buy it for teams with at least a 5-pack of licenses or 5 seats. That means that 5 licensed users can log on to that server at one time. So once again, the server can be in your own building, or it can be up on Amazon. It just depends upon what your technical expertise is.